Many, many years ago, I got a divorce, and it was one of the most painful experiences that I ever experienced in my life, and I do not lowly recommend any recommendation for divorce ever, unless it's just absolutely necessary. If it can be worked through, then I think two adults need to work through their commitment. Now, that's from my experience. But I ended up divorced, and from that came a lot of turmoil, especially being a pastor. I resigned my church, and the rejection was, and rightfully so, okay, was too much to handle in some ways. And so I rebelled. I resented the church. I resented people, and just to be real honest with you, I didn't want anything to do with Christians again. I could not believe that these people that I'd spent 15 years of my life with could be so cruel and lie, and just it was not fun. Although my actions, like I said, getting a divorce was the catalyst for all of it. I never experienced love from anyone, and just looking back. And so that's a huge emphasis in my heart today when I see somebody where I feel like they're doing wrong or making a mistake. The number one catalyst that I go forward in is love, to love that person, not to judge them. And so I got married again, and my wife, her and I both were still burned, still resentful. And we were listening to a teaching one day, and the preacher was talking about having a case. And he said, some of you are like lawyers, and you have a case. And wow, when he was talking, I could just see this stack of papers of proof of how I was right, and I had won my case. I had won my case against the church. I had won my case against the people that hurt me. I won my case against my ex, and I carried that case everywhere I went. I carried that pile of information, and if anything came up, man, I'm there. And that teaching, it just struck me that I got to get rid of my case. I had sinned. I had done wrong. And through a process, not just in one day, but through a process, I ended up writing the people a letter that I had hurt. And in that letter, to make this a short story, okay, I said, I have sinned against you. I'm sorry. And I mailed this letter to the people that I felt like that I had really hurt. And it wasn't about them so much. It was more about cleansing out of my heart to come to that point to where I have sinned against you, I'm sorry, with no defense. It took the Holy Spirit to take that defense out of my heart. And you're talking about it relieving, you're talking about setting me free in so many ways. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to just look inside, because I know you've been offended. We all have at different times. We can carry that offense, and all it's going to do is affect us. And it's just waiting there to be triggered by somebody. So let's all grow together. Let's ask the Lord to help us with our offenses and to cleanse them out of our heart so that we can walk more in love and be obedient to what He wants us to do. God bless you. Let's all grow together.